Hey guys, welcome. Oh, welcome back to everyone that was just with us a few minutes ago for our planning session. And welcome to our writing session. It's going to be a busy day, but it's going to be an awesome day. Guys, let's see. Felicia, hello. Jenna, hey, all working through some audio files of book one for my Ream subs. Nice. How's everyone else? Kathy, howdy from Killeen, Texas. Nothing like thinking I was setting up a romance to find out the heroine has decided she's not ready for romance. But isn't that actually usually a classic trope? No? Yes? Maybe? Kind of. Just going to be eating, working on plot holes I discovered the other night when the cat knocked all my scene cards on the floor. And I had to organize them again and realize I need some connecting scenes. Kitty knew. Kitty was telling you. Don, I'm hoping this kills the wicked case of writer's block I've been having for the last week. You are in the right place, son. The energy, the positivity, the community, it's going to help you get to the writing part. Lori, hello, hello. I'm reworking some scenes, comparing some of my outline and realizing I left out a chapter. Gotta fix that. Lori, Don, I know exactly how you feel. Writer's block has been killing me for 2 weeks. Guys, I think it's partly the summer. Like, I think it kind of gets us to us. I don't know why. It seems to be an August thing for me. Always has been. Crystal, I'm back. Hello. Let's see. Dawn to Lori, is there something in there? I thought it was just because I'm in a weird waiting period on beta reader feedback. Oh, yeah, that could do it too. Not hello, Phyllis. Hello again. Happy Sunday. Ready to write. Jenna, welcome back all. I hope you're well. Definitely. Phyllis, hi Jenna. Nice seeing you. Joanne with a shout out to everyone. And let's see. Candace. Hi, I'm making my list of what I'd like to get done today. Sweet. Kat just dropped by to hit the thumbs up. Enjoy your writing. Thank you, hun. Hope you have a good day. Phyllis, hi everyone. Crystal, hey again. Miss Joanne. Jess, hey Crystal. Rita, hey, hello. I'm ready to finish revising this chapter. I split up chapter 7, but still need to fix the first part. Phyllis, hi. I am continuing my weekly planning. I'm working on a personal project today. Sweet. Lori, hello, hello, Joanne, Crystal. Hey, girly, right back to Jess. Let's see, Jess, I was so upset for a little while, though, because that's a lot of cards. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. You needed to review it one more time, and Kitty knew this, and they were a writing companion. They were helping you. All right, guys, we're going to dive on in and get all the words today. We are going to do, I think what we're going to do today, I still got to edit one page when we get to it, but that's okay. We're going to do our 5-minute journaling sessions, beginning, middle, and end, warm up, continuation, and cool down. And I think we're going to do a 45-minute sprint, and we're going to try out a 60 again and see how that feels for us. If you want, you can also do my 2-minute micro sprint plan, in which you define what you're going to do each and every sprint, what you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and openings you're going to toss at them, the action steps you're going to take, your beginning, middle, end, the scene beats, story beats, whatever it is that you use, whatever structure you use, that will basically be your framework. The resources you're going to need at hand: your favorite scented candle, your notebooks, your notes, your favorite pens for writing, your iPad, your laptop, anywhere you've got notes, any resources you're going to need, craft books, whatever, have everything you're using around you in a neat and tidy way. We don't want to overcrowd ourselves too much, and that way we can just dive on in, and if we need to look something up, which we try not to do, but if we need to, it'll be right there and easy as can be to just grab. Finally the outcome you're looking for. Where do you want to be by the end of today's session of 2 hours, 2.5 hours of writing? Where do you see yourself? What do you want to achieve? What piece of the story do you want to have explored? And then finally, any story questions you might have for yourself. Okay, guys, let's see. Tyler, hello. And Denise, hello, hello. Jess, at least it wasn't Lexi. That would have involved crayons or markers, all of them, which is harder to fix. True, true. Okay, guys, we are going to dive right on in and get into our writing. First 5-minute journaling session. I'm going to write in my writer's notebook today. And I'm going to do some longhand writing again as well. So I think both will feel really good. And I'm going to explore where this story needs to go, because I derailed myself a little bit. I think I've discovered a few things I wanted to set up that I now know I want to set up, that the first pass I had done on this particular scene, I don't think I had known that. So I think I wrote it with past me and current me making a hot mess. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, 5 minutes. Let's dive on in and get ourselves warmed up on the page and get the words starting to flow and the ideas coming to us. We are inviting them in so that they can get onto the page where they serve us best. And this is our first invitation. Okay, guys, let's dive on in. 5 minutes. Good luck, good writing. I'll see you on the other side. My boy has joined us. Yes, he has. Handsome baby. Yes, you cute. So how did that go for you guys? I figured out. I think I was on the wrong. I had the wrong misbelief for the point of view character that I started writing recently. Um, she believes that they help each other and that they need each other. The truth is, she needs the other one. The other one doesn't really need her. That is a scary, scary, scary prospect for her, given the world in which they live. So I think this is going to go really well. Let's see. Just when she's here, all my writing stuff goes in my closet that she knows under no circumstances she's allowed to get into. I like that. Elizabeth, I am now enjoying some watermelon. I enjoy eating watermelon for hydration when I'm not feeling well. Yes, physically. Perfect. Let's see. Yes, I can see your cuteness. Diane, hello again, hon. Jenna, finished book 2. Now on to my first round of edits. Trying to get word count down a bit at 1,200. Sorry, 122,788. Wow. How amazing, Kathy. She let you know. Let's see. I feel like I missed one. Very well done. Let's see. Hello's back and forth. Dawn, food just arrived. Be back after dinner. Sounds good. Lori with more shoutouts. Jess, finished eating. Now I can do some scene cards. Awesome. Okay, guys. I hope that gave you a nice little warm up, a little breakdown of where you want to take your stories today, and where you want to work on. Now that I know this, I'm half a mind to take another stab at writing that chapter, because I think knowing this grounds her in a different way in the scene. And because I'm only on this point of view character a tiny bit in, I think this will serve me best. Let's see, Dan. Vegan brownie snack munching. Brownie anything. See, inspired by our previous convo, I'm doing my morning pages now. Sweet. Hey, Rachel. Okay, guys, perfectly timed. We are going to dive on in 45-minute sprint. We go nice and long and deep around here for our sprints so that we can stay in the zone and make more magic happen on the page without interruptions of an alarm going off at the midpoint. Let's see. Love morning pages, afternoon pages, evening pages. Yes. All right, guys. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side of 45. Let's do this, guys. That was good. And I could have nummies. So that was even better. Oh, let's see. I saw some new names join us. Let's see here. Let me roll back a little bit. You all got this from Jenna. Thank you, hon. Let's see. Nat, the problem I have, welcome, Nat. The problem I have is that I think of fab backstories for other characters and keep wondering if this is the story I should be writing. I keep doubting it for all, doubting it for all my works in progress. Or doing it for all my works in progress. Okay. Yeah, it's shiny new object syndrome. I think we all suffer from it. It is so, but then again, sometimes it's right. My current work in progress, I've tried writing this from one point of view. I tried writing it from the two main characters' points of view. And I think they're still they're the kind of the protagonists of the story. But then I realized that there's this within their world, there were two other key characters that unlock so much that they were needed. So I went from 1 to 2 to 4. And the story is finally moving in the direction that it needs to be moving. So maybe it's not necessary, but maybe your story is trying to tell you something, right? Let's see. Alexandra, whoa, 45-minute sprint. Let's get it. Thank you, Ed. Yes, we do longer sprints because for many of us, we found that the 25-minute sprints, they are great for when we want to do things that usually we don't want to be doing in the first place. That doesn't usually describe our writing. This is our happy place. And also, quite often, we would just get into flow and the timer would go off. So we do nice long sprints so we can stay in flow a little bit longer, but come up for air and give our bodies the break that it needs as well, and make sure that we're drinking water and moving around and standing up and, doing the things that our bodies need, of balancing against serving our stories. Let's see. Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Well, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Phyllis, in the next sprint, I am going to make and finish eating dinner. I am also going to work on my first project. If there is time, I will do some free writing. Goal 250 words. So let's see what she ended up doing. Hit that I cannot speak today. Subscribe button. And I have not had enough coffee, guys. I don't know if you can tell. I may have narrowed myself down too far. I need to get some caffeine in me. Hit that subscribe button and that little bell so you guys will be notified when I'm going live. And for the free content that and the new content, I should say, that I'm coming up with, that I'm looking forward to launching. I want to say the end of August, but I don't know if that's as realistic. So I'm going to say September. And if I can get the stuff out earlier, I will. So get subscribed so you don't miss any of that good stuff. Jersey, hello, welcome. Elaine, hopping in a bit late. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm getting my admin in order this morning. Love that. For anyone who's watching the series The Bear, if you watch season 2, there is a certain omelet that was made in one of the scenes that is absolutely, absolutely delightful. Yummy, 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 and so easy too. And the hubby made that for me. It's a nice little lunch. Yum. Let's see, Alexander, for the sprint. I'm fleshing out the magic system and world building for my new adult romantic fantasy. Love everything you just said there. Every word. Elaine, can your hubby come here and make me the omelet from the bear too? We will come and join you. Yes, hun, definitely. Let me just get a couple plane tickets to Australia. It could be too pricey. Canada, Australia. And what? A few grand, right? Tyler, I got 580 words and some consume research done. Nice. Kathy, 350 words plus some editing on some other pieces. Nice. Just going to have to take a break during the sprint to talk to my grandpa when my dad's done. He went to stay with my aunt in Florida weekend before last, and he's back. Haven't talked to him in 2 weeks. Oh, sweet. I hope you had a nice little vacation. Rita, finished packing my writing tote for the next couple of days for Dog City. Very cool. And finished chapter 7A revisions and through Google Docs. Now I need to update my writer's notebook. Ooh, all the good stuff. Elizabeth, I am going to write in my planners in the next sprint. Beautiful. Jenna, one more chapter for Ream edited. Did some cleaning and working on book 3 edits all over the place. Upload. Hey, it sounds like you are getting it done and checking boxes. Sometimes that's how days shape up, right? Jess, my aunt came and flew with him to Florida, and my uncle flew back with him on Friday, but I haven't talked to him since I was with Lexi all weekend. Oh, okay. Lori, I'm back. Had supper, ready to write. Nice. We are going to go deep dive into a nice 60 today and see how that feels. Phyllis, good sprint. I made dinner and ate it. Did a bit of writing. Didn't get started on my project yet, but we'll work on it in the next sprint. Nice. Lori, last sprint, I added to a scene, made a quick supper, ate, and washed dishes. Beautiful. Just laugh aloud. I can't talk correctly a lot of the time, no matter how much caffeine I've had, so I get it. I reduced myself to, I was basically making an iced coffee and drinking it over 2 days. Then I went 3 days. Now I've been sipping it for like 4 days, and I'm finding that some ways I feel better because I don't have as much caffeine in me, but in other ways my brain's going, no, give us the fuel, thank you, I need that. Jess, I'm trying something new. I am experimenting with handwriting scenes and then type them later to see if it stops me from obsessing and backtracking to rewrite. It will definitely do that. You can't rewrite. Like I said, I had to make the choice that I was going to rewrite that beginning scene because nothing about what I wrote felt like what I needed to do. And the little pre-writing session we just did allowed me to figure out what it is her misbelief is. And that is tying in now to what is happening on the page better than what I had before. Because I think I had her not quite right and she wasn't quite moving nicely. But so did the other point of view character. I had to rewrite his opening a little bit just to get that flow state. Elaine, thank you. Totally worth the price. Kathy, my order was delivered. I shall return after I hobble downstairs to the front door. Very cool. Yeah, I think my daughter just brought mine in, including my new mini little keyboard. I may jump upstairs and grab that so I can show it to you guys. The idea being this is extremely portable, and I wanted a tiny keyboard that would be equally portable. So I'll jump up and see what I can try it out. Let's see. Alessandra, great sprint. I figured out the history of the world, which helped me flesh out the magic system and the main character's series arc. Nice. Woohoo, definitely. Jess, he starts to have memory issues. I mean, come on, he's 85, so we don't want him to fly alone. Oh yeah, for sure. Crystal, I finished my journaling and reading Don't Shrink Your Dream, Enlarge Your Faith, start a new Notion page, and jot it down. Some ideas ready to roll now. Nice progress. 60-minute sprint. Yes, we're doing it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Candice, I caught up on my email. Now on to newsletter. Nice. Alessandra, I'm working the work I did, so I'm going to head out for some self-care before baby wakes up. Have fun, y'all. Definitely having an awesome walk and our awesome self-care before that little one wakes up and needs you. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on in 5 minutes. Let's journal out what we're going to do with our 60-minute sprint. Again, if you want to do the 2-minute micro sprint plan, what you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities you're going to throw at them, the action steps you're going to take to move through that scene or chapter, the resources you're going to need, and then finally the outcome you're looking for and any story questions that you have. Jess loves 60 minutes since I have to get on the phone in a bit. Beautiful. Here for the 60. Yes. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on in. Let's get our warm up again. 5 minutes. Figure out where we're taking our stories next. And then we get to deep dive into a beautiful 60. Okay, guys, see you guys on the other side of 5. while we figure out what it is we need to do. Oh, that was amazing. I was able to actually wrap up that scene on that one. At least that little piece, because then another character is about to come into the scene. That scene, I know. The question is, do I need to rewrite it? I think I will, because now I have a different level of fear for her that she's dealing with. I think I will rewrite. It won't take me long to, but I think it will add to the scene and give her what she needs. Let's see. Elizabeth, some time ago, I decided that my 18-month Erin Condren planner would be used for my HB90 goals, since each day has 3 rectangles to write in. So I will be planning out HB90 style. Oh, interesting. Oh, so instead of morning, noon, and night, goal 1, 2, and 3. I like that. That's actually really good. In my Maxi Life Planner, I will get detailed and use that for the time management of everything I have to get done. I like that breakdown. Are you going to keep them both on your desk, or are you going like open, or like do you have the space for that? Or are you going to have like a, what do they call it? Think of the word, like basically a rack that you can kind of have them standing up, but maybe open, because I know flat, that would take a lot of room, right? Kathy, I don't plan anything in detail. I'm 71 and I have always rolled with the flow. I think that it is, we plan with a focus on the next week or two. Quarterly planning is powerful in the fact that it can give you direction within those 90 days. And that way it's not too far. I've never been a person that can kind of do the year, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year kind of plan. I don't know. Just that has never kind of worked with me. Maybe within the season of my life that I'm heading into, I could do that. But previously, mom stuff and life stuff, and it didn't jive, right? You'll forget, maybe it will. I don't know. Let's see. Elizabeth, I will keep them both on my desk. Yes. I actually have a fairly good sized desk, and sometimes I wish I'd bought a bigger one. Because I'm like Sarah, and that my planners have planners and my schedules have schedules. And I think that's good, because when you break it down, the smaller the pieces are that you can put together, the easier it will be to support. I think that's where, I mean, I know I'm using the weekly. I did not put the daily pages in here because, of course, I've got my Hobonichi for that, right? But having that weekly plan and being able to take it out, I think that was the part. I tried the supplement for the HB90, not for the HB90, for the Hobonichi, little weekly supplement for the A6, but it was too small. I gave it half a year. It was okay, but I always found myself arguing with the amount of space that was valid on the page for me. This I'm liking a bit better, and balancing the two out seems to be working a little better. Let's see. Kathy, I was married for 40 years, 9 months, and 11 days, and we were military, so we lived for today. My husband passed in 2011. Oh, hon. Hugs. But yeah, I can see that. Like, it was, yeah, but you can't plan because you don't have dates. You don't know when, right? So yeah, that would definitely influence how you do things. I have a special needs daughter, my eldest, and that has changed how we don't plan like other families do. We never did, because we have this extra thing that we have to kind of take into account for all things, right? Crystal, I've always been an overachiever. I always want to take on more than I can possibly do and then beat myself up for it. And I'm trying not to do that anymore. It doesn't feel good. Let's see, Kathy, I do have the focus of December 9th, 2023. I am out of this apartment. Oh, interesting. Well, see, that is a long range goal. That works. Lori, I'm using the big happy planner for my HB90, but I'm thinking of going to the classic style. I love using the Happy Planner because I move the pages around if and when I need to. Yeah. Plus the Classic Planner will be easier to carry around. And it is possible to print everything you need in that size, 83%, right? And it does work. It's harder for the double-sided, but depending on your printer, you can work around it, right? Or you can cheat and you can simply just hole punch it and put it in the other way, landscape, and just fold it over and just take it out when you need to work on it. It's still in your planner, right? If you don't want to fuss with trying with smaller sizes and cutting paper. All right, Jess, I bought Lexi a unicorn backpack and lunchbox during that sprint. She got into pre-K and starts Thursday. It's shipping to her from Amazon. Oh, what a great auntie move. I love that. She's going to absolutely be over the moon in love with that. Elizabeth, I'm 24 and being neurodivergent. I prefer to plan HB90 style in months instead of quarters. Yes, and I think that's important too. Like I said, that's why I think that's partly why I made the change there, because quarterly planning is one thing, but when we actually sit down and look at it, we're looking at the month. Honestly, that's all we're looking at, right? Let's see. Jenna, Lori, I use the Classic, love it. Yes. Jess, I practically lived in hospitals when I was little. It seems like so we didn't plan like normal families either. Yeah. Elizabeth, me too. Tracy, I've pushed myself so hard in the past that I've burnt out, and I learned the hard way what doing too much and beating yourself up for not doing more can do to a person. Yeah, for sure. Crystal, my printer is like a temperamental teenager. Oh, I had one of those a few years back. I know what you mean. Brother laser printers, I highly recommend them. They seem to play nice. Where's some wood? I need to make sure I'm checking in on that one, right? Let's see. That one behind me, that one is a beauty. I love her. She's obsessed with unicorns. I love it, love it. Let's see, Jess, that's rough. Yeah, for sure. Okay, guys, we are gonna dive on in 5 minutes. No, we already did our 5 minutes. Whew, okay, we have our plan. We have 60 minutes, guys. Let's use this well. Let's stay in flow. This is going to make so much progress on our stories, and we're gonna move our story into a direction with surprises, because we're not going to be interrupting our thoughts, and our characters are going to get the chance to really speak to us on the page. So let's dive in. 60 minutes, guys, and let's see where we can take the 60-minute sprint. Okay, guys, good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side. Ooh, how did that go for you guys? That went a lot smoother. I didn't have her sit and have a long conversation with the antagonist. It was very, very brief and tense, very tense, which was good. And it got her to moving forward. Where the first attempt I had at that was kind of long-winded, and then they recap and didn't want all that. So a little more cleaner. And something has happened to something that one of her few precious pieces that she still has, and she is a little shattered at this moment, but she doesn't have time to grieve the loss of this object, because the only option they have is to keep going. So she's like having to deal with this and realizing that she can't. They have to deal with the antagonist. They have no choice. So how did you guys do? Let's see. So I'm not sure the schedule entirely yet, because we have an local event that we've been dying to go to. So I'm not entirely, I know it runs all weekend, but I don't know like what piece of the weekend the main things are happening. I don't know if it's a Sunday thing or a Saturday thing, or if it's a Friday thing, and it makes no difference. And if you go on any one of those days, it's perfectly fine. I don't know enough about it yet. So I got to do a little research here to figure out when would be the best day for us to go and actually finally get our butts to this event. It's food related. It's a rib fest, which is something that we have been like every year going, we have to get to that. That sounds like fun. That is right up our alley. All right. Good old barbecue ribs. Give me some. So, but I don't know, because I don't know. I've never been. So I have to figure out like I said, figure out it's running over the entire weekend. So maybe we can just go on Friday. But I don't know if that's like all set up, and then there wouldn't really be anything to do, right? So I want to enjoy the summer. I really do. Let's see. How did you guys do? Oh, and the other thing, it arrived. She's so teeny. She's so tiny. Like I said, like the size of a card. Like it's so small. The keys are a bit squishy, but I'm going to have to figure out whether that works for me or not. I like a snappier keyboard usually. Let's see. Crystal was on an awesome roll and then was interrupted, hoping to get the flow back. You still had a good amount of time, so I hope you did. Phyllis, thanks for the sprints. I have to run. I had a very productive day with the planning and writing sprints. Ready for my week. Love that. Jenna had to head out. Have a good night. Thank you, hon. I hope you had an amazing evening. Kathy, I'm heading out also with 625 new words plus a bunch of editing on 3 other pieces. Nat, that went quick. I have planned my book. The power of the 60. I love hearing that. Rita, lots of words in my writer's notebook and ready for the last 25 minutes. Sweet. We have a 5-minute cool down, guys, just to get all those little tidbits out of our heads and onto paper. This is a good one for our writer's notebook, because then we can have all the ideas sitting ready for us. Or if the other side of it is you can use it to finish out a scene or a chapter if you're that close, right? Let's see. Lori, I found out I've repeated some scenes and now I'm confused. I also wrote some long-winded scenes that need to cut to the chase. I need to print out these chapters. It's better for me if it's in paper form so I can see things better and mark up the pages. Oh, I totally agree. I'm trying to go digital, but my mind fights me every inch of the way. Well, I got a lot of them done. Now I can move on to the edits I actually need to do. You are being very productive, hon. Hit the replay and just keep using on the timer, right? First, I was able to hop back in and added some great details to my plot. It keeps getting better and better. Woo, love it. Elizabeth, that 60-minute sprint was great. I got a lot of my planning done in my planners. My plans have adjusted for the month, but this plan I have in place is wonderful. Congrats. When you find out, let me know when I should be there. Ribs, hashtag ribs yummy. This is going to be very expensive for all of us. I'm bringing breakfast to Lane. You're coming up for Rib Fest. Let's see, Elizabeth. I also chatted with my sister. Nice. Candace. No onlys. I got 750 words because I had to look at a lot of stuff up. There's no only in this group. You got 750 words that you did not have before. And the stuff you had to look up because it served the story. No onlys. But all in all, a productive day. Thank you, Tracy, and everyone. You are welcome. Elizabeth, I think a 10-minute cooldown would be more ideal than a 5-minute cooldown sprint after a deep focus 60-minute sprint. Got some scenes brainstorm. Nice. And talked to Grandpa the first 10 minutes of the sprint. Nice. Well, you know what? Let's try that. Let's throw a 10-minute to cool down at the end and just see what we can do from that. Okay, guys, deep breath. We're going to just empty our brains of all the magical things that we've come up with over the last two big sprints and make sure that they are someplace that they will serve us the next time we write. Okay, guys, let's dive in. 10 minutes, and let's journal our way out and cool down, stretch, and breathe. Okay? That was so good. I don't know. How did you guys feel about the 10? That was sweet. I managed to finish out that part of the scene, get into another complication. That was good. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's see. Rita, I love hearing about all the progress. Oh, yes, definitely. Awesome productivity today. I can't believe how much we're getting done. At the planning session, yeah, it went a little bit longer, but we had such an amazing conversation and we helped each other out so much that it's so worth it. And then this, I mean, I wrote far more than I thought I was going to because I thought I was struggling with this, but sitting and thinking and processing through and, just writing in here for a few seconds, for those few minutes and figuring out what works. Amazing. Let's see. Where are we here? Let's see where I left off. Elizabeth, I'm going to be buying a car with the money I saved once I get my driver's license, so there's more money to be spent amongst us. Just, I had to train myself not to say only in any of the sprints because none of the admins let that slide. Oh, we get the whip out, right? Let's see. Yes. Elizabeth, I only say only when I choose to distract myself and get way less done than I could have gotten done if I had just decided to focus more. And sometimes it's the only time I like the word only is when I'm trying to get myself to do something I don't want to do. And I say, okay, I'm only going to do this for 5 minutes. If it really sucks, I'll stop. That's the only time I let that word in there. Because usually what happens is it allows me to get started and then I can just, and I keep going. I just got to get started. So that's the only place that actually will serve me well. Thank you, Diane. Hope you have a wonderful evening too and enjoy your weekend. Crystal, looking up the HB90 bootcamp. Does anyone know the cost? $199 US. I do believe it's still the price. I don't think it has changed yet. So if you go onto her Heart Beatings website, you'll find information there. Just HB90 Bootcamp, you'll go right there. It will be opening again in, what are we talking? The end of September. Oh, I know the date. I can't think of it yet right now. Yeah, it's going to start at around the 3/4 mark of September, I do believe. Let's see. Crystal, thank you for your time. You are so welcome, so valuable. Oh, thank you, hon. I'd like the 10-minute sprint. You are welcome. You're welcome, Tracy. 10 does better for me than 5. Interesting. Thanks for the sprints, Lori. Got a bit of a revelation to help me out with a scene where I've been stuck, moving along and hoping the next scenes will flow better. Nice. You are so welcome, Joanne. Thank you so much. Needed this today. You are so welcome, Nat. Lori, thank you again for the sprints. You are so welcome, Lori. Elizabeth, I got some more written in my Maxi Life Planner. Very cool. Rita, thanks for the afternoon. You are so welcome, hon. Let's see. Diane, sometimes I drop the only and say, I am going to do this for 10 minutes. True. You're welcome. There's payment options available. That is true. You can break it down to 3 months and is it 6 months? I think it might be 6 months. Crystal, thank you. I didn't show the cost because enrollment was closed until August 27th. Oh, okay, that would make sense. But I think she's keeping it the same. Pretty sure. Diane, is it around the 18th? That sounds right. I was going to say the 20th. So between us, we're pretty close. You'll love it, Crystal, for sure. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. What an amazing day we've had. Now you need to kick back and relax a little bit. Perform a little bit of that self-care, guys. Make sure you refresh your water, tidy up your space. Go play with your planners if you haven't had a chance yet. We only had like a 14-minute break, so I don't think you have. Yeah, kick back and relax the rest of the day. Oh, Jess says she thinks it starts on the 17th. Somewhere in there that one of those numbers is right. Oh, this is, I needed the planning session of these sprints so I could find a much better plan given that things have shifted my life. So true. 10 to 1 in the morning here, so I need sleep now. Oh, well, thank you for hanging out with us so late, hon. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the amazing company and all the beautiful productivity that we achieved today. Go kick back. I'll see you throughout the rest of the week. Monday and Tuesday might be a little messier, but hopefully after that, I'll get to see you guys in the other lives. And if not, I'll see you next weekend. Watch for an update for the schedule, and I'm going to go do some research and figure out what works in terms of a Rib Fest. It's very new. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye, guys.